How is the person on your mind currently feeling towards you? Let's jump in and see how they're feeling, the person that you've just thought of now. Let's see what insight your spirit guides have for you today. As a professional tarot card reader myself, my lovelies, I'm not actually an astrologist, and this is where I use the app Astra. Venus is actually currently in Taurus, and Astra can provide you this insightful information based on how that's affecting your sign specifically. If you head to the app and actually type in this question as well, it can give you insightful information about how this is affecting your love life specifically based on your star sign. Right, let's find out then how this person on your mind is currently feeling towards you. Let's take a deep breath before we jump into ground our energies. All right, let's see. How are they currently feeling? This person you've got on your mind. For my TikTok collective spirit, we have the Six of Swords. We have the Lovers. And we also have the Devil. Knight of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. We've got Gemini, Capricorn energy here in this reading today. This is interesting. I feel like this person, it feels like they are trying to move on from you, but they keep being hooked back in, is what I'm seeing here on the cards. This may be the both of you, to be honest, from what I'm seeing here on the cards. I'm getting this very strong hook in this connection, this very strong draw. And it feels like here, with the Lovers card and the Devil coming up next to each other, very, very interesting. There's this energy of like, I know we shouldn't, but I can't help it, right? There's this energy of like, bittersweet. Love, but toxicity is what I feel. I don't know why. Like, there's just this energy of like, we need to move on. This isn't healthy. We're bringing out the worst in one another, or we're being really toxic, or something like this. We need to move on from each other. But it's like with the Lovers, they're struggling to move on. They keep getting hooked back in. Very strong push-pull dynamic with this person. I'm getting a lot of karmic energy in this reading where this connection may be quite intense. Everything might be amazing between the both of you. One minute you're in love, the connection's amazing, and then the next minute you're triggering one another, you argue, there's an explosive row, something like this is what I'm seeing here in this reading. This person wants closure. That may be the reason as well they're struggling to move on from you, because they feel a lack of closure, is what I'm seeing here in this reading as well. This is what I'm seeing here. They're trying to move on from you, but they keep getting hooked back in, is what I'm seeing here in this reading. It's like, it's almost like, with this Six of Swords, this boat sort of moving forward is symbolic of them moving on, right? It's like they've hopped on their boat, they're moving forward, but there's like a rope attached to you and they're pulling you along with them, so they're not actually moving on and you're not actually moving on. That's the energy I get here in this reading. But it does feel like the both of you is doing this. It doesn't feel like it's just them, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. It feels like you're both sort of mutually exchanging equal amounts of energy, is what I'm seeing here in this reading today. I feel like you're both in a similar energy, both sort of feeling a similar way. I feel like you're both obsessing and obsessively thinking about each other at this time, is what I'm seeing here in this reading. This may be somebody from your past. It might be the case that this is someone that you're in a no contact with, someone you really miss, is what I'm seeing here in this reading. There's a great deal of sorrow and sadness here. This person really, really misses you. Like, there's this energy where they want to go back to like the good old days, is what I want to say. That's what I'm seeing here. There's this feeling of like wanting to go back to the good old days, really, really missing you. that it's difficult because it's like, although this person misses you and although you miss them, there's this knowing that the connection either isn't how it once was or can't be how it once was, or that it's grown toxic, something like this. There's this bittersweet in this reading. We see the Six of Cups, this card of innocence, this card of sweetness, this card of, you know, reminiscing on the connection you once had. But then this Five of Cups is that sorrow of what, you know, of the reality of your connection. We get the beautiful Lovers card, that sweet energy, that energy of union, that energy of love, that energy of duality. But then we see the Devil, that energy of unhealthiness, that energy of toxicity, right? This is what I'm seeing here in this reading. It feels like maybe with this Five of Swords that, you know, maybe there's been a bit of pettiness in this connection. Maybe the both of you are trying to get the last word. There's this energy of conflict. It feels like maybe the connection is fueled on arguments. Like maybe that's something that brings excitement, even though that's not very healthy. There's this energy of like it bringing, how do I explain it? I know you know what I mean. Like there's this karmic energy of like, I know this is unhealthy, but I can't help but want that, is what I'm seeing here in this reading. There's something about the arguments that you have, or the toxicity, which feels addictive, or it feels exciting, is what I want to say in this reading. This person's conflicted, is what I'm seeing here. They're conflicted because, you know, we got the Sun, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. So it's like, on this side of the pentacle, you know how this guy here is choosing between two options. On this side of the pentacle, we have the Sun, which represents love, joy, and happiness. And then on the other side of the pentacle, we've got this Five of Wands, which represents arguments, tension, competition, conflict. They're conflicted because it's like they do want to reconcile with you, or they do want to be back with you, but at the same time, they don't want to fight with you. There's this energy where they're exhausted with that. Yeah, they don't want to get hurt, and they don't want to hurt you. With the Three of Swords, there's likely already been enough pain in this connection. Again, I've channeled this song multiple times. This really, again, does remind me of Brooklyn Nights again. When the lyrics say, it's not that I don't want to love you, it's not that I'm really over it, it's just that I can't watch us bleed to death when we used to be Brooklyn Nights happy. Again, it really I've channeled that song loads of times in these readings today. This person, it feels like you've had a lot of great times with this person. You've had a lot of good times with them. There's been a lot of happiness and harmony in this connection, but this person, it's like they're torn, because they do really miss you, and they are hooked to you right now, and they are thinking about you, and they are obsessing over you, but at the same time, they know that if they reconcile with you, it's likely that you will fall back into old ways of arguing or bickering, something like this. So it feels like they're almost like protecting themselves, is what I want to say. Capricorn, Leo, Gemini energy here. I need closure. I stalk your social media. You need to move on. Do you feel this too? This connection's moving too quickly. Slow down. Virgo, I know you don't feel the same way. And let's get one more. I'm keeping things from you. At the bottom of the deck we have, I am going to reach out. That may be a message for a small number of you guys for the future as well. Let's grab you some initials. Spirit, what are the initials of this person? We have a K. We have a P. We have L. A B. W. X. R. N. A. W. Y. I'm hearing the initial T, by the way, which may have significance. And the final two initials we have is a W and a U.